And welcome back. Sorry, that song was not supposed to be in that playlist. Welcome back. Break time's over. Vernie's still counting, but Vernie needs to start again because we have 1 hour now, maximum, to look at Long Live the Queen. Probably mutes the stream later on. Oi, counter. What's up? Start again. There you go. So, I'll lower the volume there. This is completely different from what you might think it is. Right? I got an impression after looking at this that it might not be for me. But then I read something about the game and I thought, that sounds cool. Let's have a look. Long Live the Queen. Now this is Jocelyn. Oh, I'm gonna cover up the Jocelyn. I'll be here. All right. Okay, I'm going to try and put myself there. Jocelyn, King Dowager, Duke of Calores. It's very important to know names. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. That's Elodie, Crown Princess. She does look happy, doesn't she? I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. Right, we're 14. And pink. Everything is pink. You learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us, on you. I'll be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your mates are waiting. Ooh, I got mates. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should read this brief introduction to how the game works. Yes. You will be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills. She also got a mood, an outfit, and classes, and a log, and a menu. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. You also need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now. The mood button will take you to the emotions screen for more details. Oh. Elodie is feeling both afraid and depressed, but her strongest emotion is depressed. See that here. Very strong downward. There's also very strong upward, which would be cheerful. And there's willful and pressured versus yielding and lonely. And also afraid versus angry, which I think is a cool scale as far as the emotions go. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at this skills screen right now. Suddenly... What the hell? Skills are broken into 4 main categories: social, physical, intellectual, mystical. Social, intellectual, physical, mystical is here, purple. Skills are broken inside these categories are the skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. You start with 0 in everything. So, let's see. Royal demeanor is built up out of composure, elegance, and presence. Whereas physical skills, agility promotes dancing, reflexes, and flexibility. Oh no, I clicked a button twice. Tragic. No, I'm not. Okay. Every week, Elodie can study 2 skills. Normally, she earns 2 points in a skill for every weekday that she studies it. So, every week, 2 skills, 2 points per day. So, if she studies history, she will earn 2 points per 5 days. A week is consisting of 5, not 7. So, she'll get 10 points in history in a week. Currently, because of her mood, she's got a bonus to animal handling and expression, and a penalty to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics. If the dominating emotion becomes a different one, that will change. Right? Right. Because Elodie is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to the social skill set conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn -2 points per day. That is 0 points. Boo. However, she has a +1 bonus to the expression skill set. If she studies one of the expression skills, she will earn 2 + 1 points per day, which means 3 points a day, which is 15 points a week. 5 more than the history example we had with 2 points, right? Without a bonus. So, with a penalty, no points, regular, 10 points, bonus, 15 points. With a +1 bonus, that is. It's also shown here how much of a bonus or negative impact penalty you have. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time and not learning anything. If you study a skill you have bonuses for, you will learn much faster than normal. All of these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes. 14-year-old princess to be queen. Mood. Do you see the problem? All of these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes. She can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Check the skill screen every week to see current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills, bonuses, and penalties, you are ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down skill sets by category for your morning and evening classes. Oh, morning and evening. Okay, when you select skill set, the 3 options in the set will appear on the right side of the screen. And then when you select the 3, okay. Choose a class option for both morning and evening classes, then click the Done button. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over the text. These tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Like this, cheerful, depressed, +1. Bubbles like these will show when Elodie's mood is being altered by events. Bubbles like these, test history failed, like these will show you when the story is changing based on what skills Elodie has learned so far. If the test fails, there's some option being missed because she doesn't have enough points in that skill yet. Okay. This feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try. But if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preferences menu. Now get ready to become a queen. But I'm not in the mood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So we've got a log. The game will now attempt to save the log and open it in a web browser. Cancel. Classes. Expression. Decoration, instrument, voice. Conversation. Public speaking, court manners, and flattery. Okay, so if we go back to our mood, we see this and this, okay. Dominant mood is up there. So currently, conversation, royal demeanor are really not on the menu, as well as athletics. But expression and animal handling are something we could do. And yeah, the boarding school uniform is still a thing. That's all right. Animal handling and expression. Okay, let's see. Economics. Boo. Animal handling. Yay. Horses, dogs, or falcons? Chat. That's your decision. Come on, vote. Falcons, dogs, or horses? What do we do? I'll decide about the expression thing. We'll do harp and flute shenanigans. What do you guys think? What's Elodie gonna do? Is she gonna train a falcon, ride a horse, or pet the dog? You gotta decide, otherwise I can't continue. Have I been kicked out of chat again? That would explain a lot. Test 1 2, test 1 2. My browser's trying to connect to chat. La, la, la. So if anyone's listening or watching, let me know. I'll check on my phone. That's a bit weird. I hope I haven't talked to nothing all the time now. That would be... So... Ah! There you go. Thank you, Mikhaos. So chat is working. Just was very silent. You say falcon. Alright. Anyone voting for another pet? Maybe? Or not? Everybody lurking currently. Could be. Falcons it is. Training and hunting. Yes. Cool. You tap out chiming diets on a glockenspiel, learning the basics of harmony and rhythm. Okay. And then we train the falcon, which is awesome. You visit the mews and learn about the different kinds of trainable birds, their preferred nesting sites, behavior, and food. Would you look at that? What's all that noise outside? Who's here? Hello? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Commotion. Darling! Lucille, Countess of Nyx. We were so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. You look well, niece, says Laurent, Duke of Merva. And Charlotte, Lady Merva. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Lottie. Crown Princess, right? I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yup. Mommy said we'd be here a month. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Probably. Aha! The castle. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? Oh. Play with toys. Oh, that's very unqueenly of me if I play with toys. Sneak out. Oh. Walk in the gardens. Attend service. Oh. That will reduce my depressed, though. Visit the tomb. +1 lonely. And +1 afraid. When I explore the castle on my own. Attend court. Oh god. Talk to your father. You don't know what that holds. Visit Lottie. Visit the dungeons, no effect. Okay. Lonely and cheerful. Can check my mood currently here. Yeah. So +1 cheerful is the same as -1 depressed, right? So lonely and pressured. Actually, this part shows you what this game is all about. Weighing options. And it's not going to be easy. Definitely not. I'm happy that Lottie is here, so I'll visit Charlotte. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. But at least we can have fun together here. Yay! So now our mood changed to afraid, didn't it? Yeah. So they are on par, right? They are the same value. Cheerfully depressed. Mervin. Merv. So I think I have to change. No. Pick classes again. Let's look at the skills. Right, I've got a negative influence on weapons now. Military and intrigue. But I could start learning about conversation, which is important. And faith. Or athletics. Running around. It's not very queenly. Conversation and lumen. Oh, that's magic. That's interesting. Conversation and magic. Let's do that. Magic in the evening. Conversation. Let's learn about court manners. Proper etiquette. And oh, I don't see it. It's not an option yet. Medicine. Oh, here. Well, we could learn effectively to dance. Let's do that. Dancing is very very queenly. Court manners and dancing. Come on, that's necessary. We need to do it. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. You alright? Teeny tiny bonus. You practice curtsying, standing and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Cool. Got a bit of a bonus there. Weird. What's that commotion outside? Father, what's going on? Juliana, Duchess of Ursul. I've come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. The plot thickens. What? I'm a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I'm willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. But Dad, don't be an asshole. Very courtly to say. That's for the Crown Princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me and I have much to teach you. I could arrest her and interview her so she can tell me about it. Well, she can stay for a bit. I want to hear what she has to say. She stays with a full +1. I like how the face changes. You know, the tiny mood swings as you wish. His face does never change. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? Well, I want to visit Juliana and talk to her about Lumen and Mom. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magic crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hands, light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkle, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. What? It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. UWU? What does that mean? Is that a typo? You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. Well, we're not happy about that, are we now? Gonna save. What do we do this week, huh? I mean, it would be fun to try and play this game without checking the skills. Just go by mood and then pick your classes, because I think that's how every queen and king in the history of the human race has been going for it. They didn't check their number tables. They probably had someone teach them what's most efficient, but I guess you arrive at similar conclusions when you don't do that. So I want to learn about the magic stuffs, but I don't think I have the option here. Let's do something active in the early part of the day. Reflexes. I could learn about history or faith, lore. Right? Since we didn't know about the thing, we don't want to know about that. We want to know about history, maybe also our own kingdom's history. We're going to be the Queen of Nova, so we need to know about Nova. Okay, good. Go. Only a Lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited, so crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the Lumen's death. Yeah, okay. You read about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire spanning the length of the western coast, as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned. Okay. So we had a bonus for lore and not one for history. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursel rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No. Not at you. At your feet? Princess, don't move. Oh, you played this? Cool. Cool. Don't move. But I'm so curious. For 20 minutes? Oh, not longer. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sink into her leg. Oh no! Lottie! Too late. Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What's going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get an herbalist right away. Rama! I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel so good. We will be returning home to Merva immediately. I ruined it. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Very plot thickening thing that. Someone may have tried to kill you. Would Charlotte be okay? I don't know. I'm not gonna play in the garden, that's creepy. Right? That's creepy stuff. I'm not gonna talk to Dad, he's a bastard. So, willful and angry. But there's no one in the dungeons. I'm gonna attend service and pay my respects. You attend services in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. What made you stop playing? It's a roguelike queen simulation. Okay, so we're not doing too good. But we are not yielding. But we're not happy either. Okay. Finding inner peace. Also, we could do that in the evening. Oh, we could, yeah, okay, we could do that all day, but that's a bit much. Let's learn about medicine. Poison. Not that people lie to us or anything like that. You practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil without being so relaxed that you're likely to fall asleep. Oh, that's how meditation works. The first treatment for most ingested poisons is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances. Doesn't help against snake bites, though. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. And I never even saw the babies. It's certainly not empty, though. It seems like we get more servants every day. Which is weird. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. But her mother says she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. We don't know enough about poisons, though. I tried. Maybe she has a guardian angel. Don't think so. We don't have a library that we can check out, which is a bit... Maybe I can find it. Let's explore the castle. You wander through the parts of the castle where the other people rarely visit, but find little except spiderwebs. It was worth a try. Let's see. I want to know more about poison, and in the evening I want to do falcon training again. I miss my falcon. Certain poisons will counteract each other, such that either on their own will kill the victim, but carefully applying a matching amount of the other will cure. Oh, that sentence has been translated. Weird. Certain poisons will counteract each other, kill. Carefully applying. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. It makes sense. Good. You learn about the fragility of hunting birds and the years of training necessary to develop mastery. Luckily, your royal falconer does most of the hard work for you. That's good. Save you. It's every time I click the right mouse button by accident that it goes to the saving screen. I don't feel like saving that much. One of the maids approaches you for your attention. My lady, Alice, my lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. We have a Duke of Sedna? Do we? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talas. They have brought your letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of Duke Regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Yeah. It might not be appropriate for me to wear a man's gift in public, though. People would think it meant something. Ah! I evaded that trap. Don't wear it. It's important to maintain the proper image. So I'm yielding to the traditions. What's this? Ah, okay. That is all the tooltips. Would be nice to not be that afraid. No effect in the dungeons. The mood effects change with my own mood. Is that it? Let's talk to Father. Let's see what he has to say. He's gonna scold me, probably. Dad, what happened to Mom's Lumen Crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine. Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want, but for now you're still a child. Yes, and I'm afraid. Because nobody's helping me out, like, say, Father. I want to learn a bit about history, foreign affairs, for example. And more about conversation, like public speaking. No, not really. I could sing. Maybe. Or learn weapons to defend myself against snakes with swords. Let's do that. That's more fun. You study the relationship of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except for the problems with Ixion to the south. However, trouble may be brewing in Piraeus as well. You are too afraid to focus properly on this subject right now. Oh no! I didn't learn anything about swords. As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Ursel. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. Grown up busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. That's like Alice in Wonderland now. Was that a servant? A thief? Or an assassin? Guards. However, by the time the responses are organized and directed to the area beyond the palace, there's no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you were only imagining it. Angry +1, okay. Let's check out the dungeons. Maybe there's someone down there. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants held in the dungeons. Petty thieves and troublemakers now suffering in the dark. They are obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Must there be? Okay, so you end up looking at the numbers because you don't want to waste your studying on skills that you don't have a bonus for. So currently, athletics, conversation, and royal demeanor would be negative. Yeah. But I still think that might be, after playing it a few times maybe, the best way to play it. To not go by the skills, just try to be, you know, try to roleplay this. Herbs in the hedges. Climbing is good. You learned that willow bark can be used to relieve aches and fever. That's true. I'm too depressed to do some climbing. Aww. No. As you are walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. Before you can react, she barrels into you, sending you and the sheets flying. Okay. Oh, my lady, I'm so sorry. Am I that? No, that's alright. I should have gotten out a few. Oh, that was +1 depressed. If you say so, my lady. Queen never says sorry. Oh man, I'm not queen yet though. Let's see. I'm gonna be grumpy and play with my toys. Cheerful. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Let's have a look. I'm ruining the queen before she becomes one. Intrigue. Let's learn about assassins and world history. Ciphering. Ooh. Internal affairs, maybe. First. You look at a globe of the world, reading names of places so distant you can't remember ever hearing about them, and other areas left blank because no explorer venturing there has ever returned. Until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown. and after him will be his daughter, your cousin Lottie. That's important to know. If Uncle comes to visit to kill you. Right? Where'd that snake come from? Where they live? There's a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now and make copies to send all over the world. I don't know much about factories or trade. Would that really be worthwhile? We're not interested. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Okay, I can tell her that the crystal stays in father's hands until I'm queen. So we have to wait. There may not be time to wait. This world is filled with dangers and you'll need the powers of Illumin to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess, you should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. Well, she is trying to bring me up against me. What drastic action? What do you mean? Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Try to reach the crystal. If you can't, come and talk to me again. I mean, I kind of want the crystal, so there's that. What do we not do? Well, now we want to learn more about the history and maybe weapons for a change. Athletics is not in the mix yet. And then you also see the overall focus of the things you did. Now, swords and singing, that's what we do. Swords and singing. You take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. Would you look at that? You practice deep breathing exercises to build up your ability to sustain a note. You shout at people. Banyan, Duke of Moray, Earl of Serenitatis. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Get lost. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the county of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying Southern Moray. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. If I might say so, you are looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you will think fondly of me. No, I will not. He flirting? He's almost as old as my father. Rude. He'd go to the dungeons. Oh, talking about father, he's not an option anymore. Sneak out. I wonder what other places you can discover later on. Let's visit the treasury. We're curious, at least. Angry and willful. You try to talk your way past the treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. So, I think this game is enjoyable for those who can play this like a story in a book or a movie in their head sort of thing. I find it very fun to play. I wasn't sure what it really was gonna be like. I mean, you're clicking through some story bits and pieces here, and you decide or you try to decide how the princess grows up. I'm not sure how much of the game takes place in the where you are still the princess, and how much you later on do as the queen. I can't tell. The first thing I would do is listen to something else, because that is looping way too quick. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is a very different type of visual novel. Choose your own adventure, and I think it's actually nicely written. The believable bits and pieces of dialogue and courtly intrigue are slowly forming. And from what I heard, this is a very harsh game, so you will oftentimes get killed before you are a queen, or when you are a queen, by assassins and rivals and such, or by the peasants. You treated unfairly, and there's war and all sorts of things that happen. And no two games are very, very similar. So there's yeah. That's the reason I wanted to show it. I don't think we need the whole hour to check it out, but it certainly is an interesting game.